Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the press up. So I feel like the press up is something that either you're really good at or it's something that you've been working on for a really long time and you feel like you are absolutely nowhere near there. What I hope is that by the end of this video you feel like you have the tools and the understanding of how you might finally be able to get your full push-up. So we're going to talk about the muscles that you use when you do your push-up, the correct form to do a push-up. We're going to look at some other variations that aren't being on your knees and maybe why being on your knees isn't so helpful. And then we're actually going to finish with a workout. I want you to not just kind of gather the information and then never use it. So we are going to finish with a workout that kind of will hopefully help you move towards achieving that press-up. So a press-up is a compound movement, and all that means is that it uses multiple muscle groups. So for example, we are going to be using the chest, triceps, biceps. We're going to have to engage our core, our glutes, the muscles that surround your shoulder blade. There's a lot going on and a lot that can impact the success of your press-up. For example, if you were to have a weak core, you might find that you kind of get that like scoop of your lower back, or maybe that your hips are really high. And we want everything to work together. So it is important that we are strong in lots of different ways. So when we start the exercise, we want the hands to be about shoulder distance apart, the fingertips facing forward, and we want to be thinking about screwing the hands into the earth. We want the shoulders to be stacked over the wrists and the shoulders down and away from the ears. The shoulder blades are kind of flat across the back versus kind of being pulled together. There's no space in between the shoulder blade. The core and the glutes are engaged so that we can really maintain that straight line. As we begin to lower, we want the elbows to come out at about a 45-degree angle, or if you're kind of like aiming for more of a tricep variation, you can pull the elbows in. Having the elbows winging out can be really uncomfortable on your shoulders. It can cause internal rotation, so like the turn in of your shoulders, which can be uncomfortable on your shoulders, on your elbows. So as I said, often when we're trying to learn how to do a press up, we do the kneeling variation. There's nothing wrong with it per se, but if you find that you're getting stuck, it might be more useful to explore other variations. The other variations are going to be more helpful in creating the pattern that we want to create, that body pattern, the body shape that we're using for a press up, so that straight line. And so engaging all the muscles that we will use when we finally are able to do a full push up. The two variations that we are going to look at today is one, elevating the hands as we do the press up, and two, focusing on the eccentric, which is the lowering phase of the push up. Having the hands elevated helps to find that line, but it takes some of the weight off. And so we'll make it a little bit easier. The higher that your hands are, the easier it's going to feel. So you could use a countertop, a wall, you could use a table, you could use chairs, whatever you can find at home. And then you can like lower the height over time. The second variation that we're going to look at is focusing on the eccentric, that lowering down phase. So focusing on the negative, that lowering portion, is thought to be especially helpful if you reach a plateau. If it's got to the point where it's too hard to do a rep, so it's too hard to do the full push-up, but the lowering down bit feels possible. So here what we'll do is we'll work on the lowering for 3 to 5 seconds, and then we'll use the knees to help drive us back up, come back up into that plank position, and then lower down again slowly, and then use the knees to help us back up. So you could use those in a workout that maybe you already have programmed, something that you already do, or we're gonna jump into the workout. So let's go. Okay. So we are going to start with a warm-up. The idea of the warm-up is that we're going to activate and mobilize everything that we spoke about using for the press-up. So we're going to activate our glutes, activate our core, we're going to mobilize into our shoulders so we can really move the shoulder blades, and we're going to kind of warm up the wrists a little bit because I know that can be a bit of a sticking point for some people. So what you're going to need is a chair and then a set of dumbbells. Now, if you've not got a set of dumbbells, you could also use a resistance band if you have one. Or to be honest, any heavy sort of weighted object works fine. Like you could use a full water bottle, a couple of water bottles. Use what you have around the home, or obviously if you're at the gym, use what you've got at the gym. So we are going to get started lying on our backs. So if you just make your way onto your back, lie down, have your knees bent, feet about shoulder distance apart, and then find a slight tuck in your tailbone as if you were trying to ground the lower back into the floor. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, draw your right knee into your chest, bring your right hand behind your head to kind of curl the chin to the chest, and take your left hand, hold onto your right shin. Take an inhale. Exhale, pick up the hips. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, pick up the hips. Inhale, come back down. Good, 2 more. Exhale, pick up the hips. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, pick up the hips. Really drive into the left heel. Squeeze your left glute for 3, 2, come all the way down. 1. Left leg is going to extend, and then your right leg is going to go over to the left-hand side in a twist. Back of the head comes to the floor. Extend your right arm out nice and wide. Ground your shoulders. Take a big breath in. And a really big breath out. Okay. Circle yourself back to center. Right foot comes down to the ground. Left knee comes into your chest. Right hand holds onto your left shin. Left hand behind your head, and then draw your chin towards your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, press into the feet. Lift up the hips, and then roll back down on the inhale. Exhale to drive up. Inhale, roll back down. Exhale, drive up. Inhale, roll back down. One more. Exhale, drive up. Hold. Really press the hips high. Squeeze that right glute for 3, 2. Lower down on 1. Right leg extends, and then twist to the right. So left leg comes to the right hand side. Left arm extends out nice and wide. Really think about grounding that left shoulder. It's kind of tempting to just let the left hand hang heavy, but really twist from the chest. Take an inhale. A really big exhale. And then roll yourself back to center. This time, both knees are going to come into your chest. You're going to bring your hands and kind of clasp them over the top of the knees, but then begin to press your knees into your hands until you form 90-degree angles with your legs. You've still got that tuck of the lower back, pressing into the ground, but the chest is lifted. Now push your legs into your hands, but pull your hands into your legs. Imagine that you're trying to draw hip bone to hip bone, so you should feel this pull across the lower belly. Ground your lower back, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same but different. Your hand's going to press into your thighs. Push your thighs back into your hands, hold for 5. Keep pulling the lower belly down into the ground. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Draw your knees into your chest. Tuck your chin towards your chest, rock and roll, and come all the way up to seated. If you need to use your hands, that's fine. And then come over to hands and knees. So once you're on hands and knees, you're going to bring your shoulders so that they're over your wrists, your fingers are facing forward, and you're going to find a couple of circles around here. And maybe they start off fairly small. If you've got a bit more space, you can go a little bit bigger. And then go in the opposite direction. If you know that your wrists are a really limiting factor, then take a little bit more time to warm up your wrists. Spend a little bit more time finding some mobility and create some strength there. Okay, come to center, take an inhale, and take an exhale. On your next inhale, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now from the back, it's like you're pulling your arm bones back into their sockets, drawing the shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, you're going to push and really round and dome the space between the shoulder blades. The movement's not coming from the lower back, it's just between the shoulder blades. So inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push. One more. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, push. Tuck your toes, press into your hands, and glide your hips back to a downward facing dog. Shake your head yes and no. Maybe pedal out the feet a couple of times. Bend the knees, straighten the leg. And then just begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. A little bit of a bend in your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, hands hang heavy, press into your feet as you roll yourself all the way up to standing. Push your hips high, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, pull your hands to your chest, soften your knees, tuck chin to chest, and roll yourself all the way down. When your hands find your toes, begin to walk your hands back out again into a plank position. Press into the ground, slight tuck in the tailbone, maybe you look forward, and then walk your hands all the way back. Tuck chin to chest, roll yourself all the way back up. This time, not arms lifting, just reach the head. One more, exhale, roll down. Hands find the ground, bend your knees if you need to, walk yourself out to that plank position, press into the ground, inhale, and then exhale, walk all the way back. Bend the knees, chin to chest, and roll yourself all the way back up. Okay. Okay, so getting into our workout. The workout is going to be like a circuit. There are 6 exercises, and we're going to perform those exercises for a set number of reps, about a 30-second rest in between. We're going to do this for 3 rounds. I'm going to talk you through them as we go. The first exercise is going to be on our chair. We're going to start with our hands on the chair, shoulder distance apart. We're in that press up position that we spoke about earlier. If you need your hands to be on the wall instead, that's totally fine. Take an inhale and an exhale. On your inhale, you're going to bend your elbows. Exhale, drive and push back up. Core strong, glutes slightly tucked under, so you're really squeezing them. That was 1 rep. Inhale, lower, exhale, push back up. 2, 3, reach through the crown of the head. 4, really drive through the hands. 5, 6, 7, inhale down, exhale up. 8, core stay strong. 9, 10. Up to your knees. Know that you can always take a rest if you need to. I'm going to take about 30 seconds rest. Exercise is going to be working the triceps. So you're going to grab one of your dumbbells. And we do this seated. And when you think about the core at the same time, so your feet are going to be planted, you're going to bring your hands around your dumbbell, extend, and bend the elbows. You've got 5 more seconds rest. 3, 2, 1. Arms up. Inhale, lower. Exhale up. Reach through the crown of the head, core stay strong. 2, we're doing 10 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, reach through the crown of the head. 10, and release. Okay. 30 seconds rest. Our third exercise is going to be working the core. We're really working on the stabilizing muscles of the core, so the kind of this wrapping around the transverse abdominals. We're going to do some dead bugs. So for the lying dead bug, come down to lying on your back. Interlace your fingers above your head. Bring your legs to that 90-degree angle that we had before. Take an inhale. Exhale, right leg extends. Come back up. Left leg extends. Come back up. We're going to do 12 in total, so that was 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the chest up, lower back pressing down. 6, 7, 8. Inhale back in. Exhale, drop. 9, 10, 11. Keep pressing the lower back down. 12, and release. Good job. Okay. 3 more exercises to go. Our next exercise is going to be those slow lowering push-ups that we spoke about before. So we're going to lower slowly and then use our knees to help us back up. 5 more seconds rest. 3, 2, 1. Find that plank position, slight tuck in your tailbone, press the ground away. And then you're going to come forward a little bit and lower for 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, come back up. Tuck under, lower for 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, come back up. Good. 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, come back up. Lift your knees, tuck your tailbone, squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Lift back up. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Really press the ground away as you lower. 3, 2, 1. Good. 3 more. Squeeze the glutes. Core strong. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Press back up. We're going to hold the plank straight away for 30 seconds. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes, reach through the crown of the head. Good. Keep going. Remember to breathe. Keep pressing through the feet, pressing through the hands. Draw front body to back body. You've got another 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, our last exercise is some bicep curls. Now, if you've only got one dumbbell, you can do it holding on to either side. If you've not got any dumbbells, as we spoke about before, water bottles, we really just want to begin to work the biceps. We're going to do these ones standing. Spin your palms so they face forward, take a breath in. Exhale, lower. We'll go together, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. 30 seconds rest, and then we're going to do the whole thing twice more, completely over. You're doing great. So know that if these feel a little bit easy and you want to add in a couple more reps, totally fine. Okay, let's go again. So hands on your bench or your table, whatever else you're using, hands shoulder distance, tuck the tailbone, strong through the legs, inhale, lowers you down. Exhale, come back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, strong core, squeeze the glutes, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Come to seated. Second exercise is that those tricep extensions from that seated position. So grab your dumbbell or your weight or whatever you are using. You've got 10 seconds rest. Take a few deep breaths. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet hip distance, shoulders back, extend, and lower. 1, 2, really controlled on the lower. 3, 4, keep reaching through the crown of the head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop your dumbbells at the side. Our third exercise, abs, the lying dead bug. So you're going to come back down to lying on your backs. Interlace the fingers, shoulders pull back, ground your lower back, find that 90-degree angle with your legs. We'll pause just for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and then into the dead bug. So you've got 12 reps total. Right leg extends. Come back up. Left leg. Exhale, come back up. Six, 7, 8. Keep the chest up but lower back pressing down. 9, 10, 11, 12. And release. Okay, we're going back into the press up position. And we are going into the slow lowers and then kneeling to press back up. You have 10 reps total. And you've got about 10 more seconds rest. So remember these, keep the glutes and the core really engaged. Reach through the crown of the head, 45-degree angle with the elbows. Okay, when you're ready, find your plank position. Remember we've got 10. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Knees drop, push back up. 3, 2, 1. Push back up. 3, 2. Really press into the ground. 1. Push back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back up. 5, 2, 1. Push back up. 5 more. 6, 2, 1. Push back up. 7. Core engaged. 2, 1. Push back up. 8, 2, 1. Push back up. 9. Last one. 10. Push back up, straight into your plank. Hand shoulder distance. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, reach through the crown of the head. We are going for 30 seconds. Remember to breathe. Keep pressing through the hands, pressing through the feet. Core engaged, glutes engaged. Wrapping on the back so we're not dumping down into the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last exercise of our second round is our bicep curls. So grab hold of your dumbbells. come up to standing. Take a deep breath in. When you're ready, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3. Reach through the crown of the head, slight bend in your knees. 4, 5, 6. Try and stay controlled on the lower. 7, 8. Elbows stay in line with the body. 9, 10. Take a rest. And we've got one more round after this. Okay, so last round, we're starting with our chair when you are ready. Hand shoulder distance. Find that plank position, tuck your tailbone, strong glutes, reach through the crown of the head. We have 10 when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep pushing the ground away. 5, 6, 7. Good, keep going. 8, 9, 10. Come to seated. And we're going to go into our tricep extensions. So grab hold of your weight and just bring it close to you. You've still got another 5 seconds rest. Big breath in. Okay, grab hold of your weight, bring it overhead. Little lean back, reach through the crown of the head. Inhale, lower. Exhale, extend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop your weight to the side and come down to lying on your backs. So we're moving into our dead bugs here. Finding that 90-degree angle with your legs. Side tuck in your tailbone, chest is up. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Interlace your fingers, pull your arm bones back into their sockets, press your lower back down into the ground. Right leg is going to extend first. We're doing 12 reps. Right leg extends and comes back up. 12, 11, 10, remember to breathe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, our last press up. So our last sort of press up based exercise is the slow lowers down. So you've got 10 total of these for the last time. You might be like, yay. Dip your toes, send your heels back. Take a big breath in. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees and push back up. Lower for 2, 3, 1. Drop your knees, push back up. 3, 2, 1. Push back up. 4, 2, 1. Push back up. Keep going. 5, 2, 1. Come back up. 6, 2, 1. Come back up. 7, 2, 1. Come back up. 8, 2, 1. Push back up. 9, 2, 1. Push back up. Last one. 10, 2, 1. Push back up straight into your 30-second plank. Go. Remember to breathe. Keep reaching through the crown of your head. You're doing great. You're over 10 seconds. You're 15 seconds in, so you're halfway. Draw front body to back body. Press the feet and the hands into the ground. And lower down. Here's a little bit more, 30 seconds. Okay, grab hold of your dumbbells for the last time. Step to the back of your mat, or wherever you want to stand. into standing, reach through the crown of the head. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, really control, 2, 1, and release. Good job. I hope you found that helpful. I hope you enjoyed the workout. If you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, come say hi, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.